Accra Mayor, here you have it. Thank you for your concern, but we won't take it. Accra Mayor, Papa Bia, he is speaking and he is advising NPP. Now, his advice to NPP, he say, this is his advice to NPP. Let me put it here so that here you can see me. Don't contest Ayawaso East seat. Accra Mayor. Don't contest Ayawaso East seat. Now, let me read the story. This story is captured by City Newsroom, right? Or see. The Chief Executive of the Accra Metropolitan Assembly, Michael Pakpo Alote, has called on the opposition New Patriotic Party, NPP, to abandon any plans of contesting a future by-election in the Ayawaso East constituency. His comment follows the death of the MP for the area, Nasser Toure Mahama, who passed away on Sunday, January 4th at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital after a short illness. Speaking to City News, the Accra Mayor said a non-competitive by-election would be a gesture of respect to the late lawmaker. Accra Mayor says a non-competitive by-election, Ayawaso East, it will be a gesture of respect to the late lawmaker. The National Democratic Congress will sit down and take decision that will help the electorate. So, Ebushanfo, this is it. People already requesting. What do I do? Because normally here, I speak about it, then I open the floor for people to join. But because it is from Fat Base Network, I am willing to skip that protocol because it's Fat Base Network. Okay, so I'm going to pick a Akwatia. So after Akwatia, then I can go back to, because I know she might sleep soon. Akwatia, is it saying?
Yo, voice. Let's say.
This one I don't move. Then I go so.
Me basisia na me be ra TikTok kwa me be dan na ma be hu na me so. Ma be share me nua be mama me repost live ne ma no. Na what even got me to request can normally once me gina asia na me ti. Is the article you just read? And me buefu.
Me ne pass buefu.
Me buefu because enra analysis because of Fat Base, and I was telling them say I think it's a by-election and by a promise, especially be posted or one of the DMB groups. So by-election, but I'm catching so that's Ayawaso East Nankasano. Since 1992, they've been voting for NDC. But there is a dynamic, sir. As a yen shed that my new say NPP for a maintaining candidate, they appreciate in votes, and NDC's vote keep depreciating. And even the Papaya Otsisi, he's been there since 2012.
Okay.
Yeah, I think 2012 was the first time I called parliament. And since 2012, compare the votes now, they keep coming down. So I gave two analysis, say, the possibility, say, NPP encore this election, and they are going to appreciate their vote if they take the same candidate we took in 2024, because what has been helping NDC is the incumbency advantage.
Yeah.
Yes, NDC keeps on repeating candidates, and NPP for any panico be 2 times. That is what keeps bringing our votes down, and any panico to us bet twice, and the votes appreciated. So I was like, right now, NDC doesn't have the incumbency advantage. So it will be an opportunity for NPP for saying, if we take the same candidate we took to 2024 now, which 2024 candidate, he was a new candidate because we changed the previous one. And he will have the advantage. And based on that, we need seats, we will appreciate in votes massively. And come 2028, we can take that seat from NDC.
Right.
Yeah, so that is the angular. Me pick here say 2 things near the cause election. Not necessarily say you bet me a seat ne friend because NDC stronghold. ENG seat in that. but there's the first time for everything. So let's go there. Even if we don't win the seat, let's appreciate in votes. Send your beya. Eric, you've been missed. Send your beya. Come 2028, that seat you bet me a free in DC Fonsen. The question here is, why is the mayor telling us, say, because Obiewu, and out of respect for that person, and I knew we winning, yen MPP for contest this our seats, no. Na ye friends, yen ja Emma NDC for the question I'm asking is say, me pacho wo. Akwatia no MPP ni no. Okwa ye friends Libya kwentu. MPP ni na owo Akwatia no. Eye Jerusalem akwentu ena okọ. Ena wo ma ye nti yato ne so ababiem. Menkai Tamale Central, Tamale say MPP chose not to go for that election because we knew said at the time in the time difference no extra. So we couldn't even prepare much to go for that. That is the reason why we boycotted that election. So an NDC member, friend said, mayor cannot come and tell MPP for who announces seat as a contested. Sebi eyenkwasasa na papa na eden aka ne say because enipa na wu no me bisa o Akwatia seat enipa no de wanwu ana sebi ono no wonya nipa papa ya wawi Mahama Turo se hwan no oye nipa cha Akwatia MP eno the NDC for enya the sympathy ese eden yen contest sa seat no Oman kasa bra yi ebi kwa yenya tete ya de tete no parliament eka hu bi en wo de yeden Ernest Kumi di awerwo e de wu ehia ne nkwanhie wu sabio mamenka meka nso
feel free
eye papa ya wawu oni Ernest Kumi hu na anyi ant gese wan na ni wo yi obi ya
the younger one of course
very good. Ernest Kumi had more life. He had too much to live for. This person has been member of parliament.
Law school, sir.
When to be graduate, on the graduation soon, you know a woo. Papa ya can ask him to walk parliament since 2012. Bibi Papa Ben why am the constituency? Papa when the constituency Nima can't be. And then why? What has he done? He's been in parliament since 2012. Ernest Kumi got the chance to come to parliament just once. And NDC for someone da. You will frustrate the hell out of this young, vibrant person. And Mube making sure said that he was going to lose his seat at all costs. Moshe Ernest Kumi last interview and no kramosu Ernest Kumi wuye. Upon all the seats and look at the chaff. Maswakogu parliament. Look at the nuisance. Modiakogu parliament. Moshe Engura Masasakogu parliament in the name of members of parliament. You've taken people to parliament. They cannot construct simple sentences in English. Parliamentary proceedings. They are very clueless. Even having arguments on the floor of parliament, and also they will not show up because before Bekano and some more Bekano, what's in charge? Even when you are trying so hard to decode what the person is saying, you still can't even find words to understand what the person is trying to say.
Very true.
So upon all this chaff that you people have carried, 188 na mudiakogu honomono, and you people still had the temerity. Esa mobako contested Ernest Kumi seats. Ernest Kumi edie sebio ya anwono onfre busuam onia busuam ento ono de wowu ye no you people were so eager esi adun ketia aye ni nsuntem se trowel etimi ko gire Ernest Kumi ayiase ede ne safa ni mirim Ernest Kumi ne maame anwono nyesa na sebio musu wudi ewu ana aye den enti NDC MP ewu enti dien MPP MP wu da Ernest Kumi na onye member of parliament for MPP. It's Ernest Kumi ewua na NDC musu Mohammed Tuare Oteture ewua enti dien and anu enkwala suko no mafo obi ase wo mo kwakwa padwuma ewo habema camp ha ye ko padwuma kwakwa pa adwuma keke no omukọ ye nipa ahi na ewuye e die se no no abo baba be ka kire ono abo baba me ka nche se nyankopon hyehye ye It is ordained by God. Said they were going to die that day, and nothing could have been done about it. So it has also been ordained by God that Mahama Ture was also going to die. So there is no news here. So the mayor of Yefenese Accra, Uncle Pedro Kununi, maybe he was, I want to believe, say he was hungry when she was talking, not on DD, because if he had eaten, I do not think, except for a second, or baby, do not be cancer and some no be catch say, ye, we should have sympathy for who? Why? You people were you were yearning, you were craving for by-election. Glory be to God, he has answered your prayers. One more by-election, and now you people are dictating to us, say, one more better, for a seat I am contesting, this seat I am contesting. Mr. Mayor, this is not part of your job. We know that NDC, misplaced priority is your hallmark. So you've appointed people who do not know what their job entails. As a matter of fact, almost job requirement. So they always end up commenting on things that we do not even need their opinion about. That is how come yeti kuromu hanom ye benya communication minister no or ne fraud boys and e kontokwa enso meti akra me networking ye. We are begging them. They cannot tell MPP whether to contest a seat or not. Eno ye back. If they think say your matimia infiltrating MPP no through some greedy people, and right now no say they have a say in MPP, we are telling them MPP say MPP be contested Ayawaso East. Whether MPP will lose the seat, we know what we are doing. Say you MPP in your political party forming NRA and NDC abetu yefo. Na say your party a masho to anyansafoɔ. Mu mutimi fa ye friend say a foreign minister mutimi ko for who de to ablakwa as foreign minister there. Mutimi ma metu MPP for. Enti ye hia na futuo. O ma kire ye seat a yen contest ni seat a yen contest. He should respect himself.
Right.
Because when respect him, if we decide to drag him, 2026, so he shouldn't allow us to drag him, because we will drag him through the mud and obey free no lose weight. So if he doesn't want to lose weight, only na no free MPP in sensemu. Whether we will contest the seat or we will not contest the seat, onye MPP national executive, and we betray the yenye. All focus on the party, no.
Right.
Me patcho voice me the best here.
Me that say. That's a clear for you. She's one of the hosts of a Fat Biz Network morning show, which runs to the afternoon and a morning afternoon show. Bushamfo, I think she has done the work. So I don't think I should speak on this again because she has done the work. And I think so. But what I just want to add, Nese, you see, NDC for most of the time they feel say we are more human than MPP mo. And they have made themselves like bullies. Look, Ernest Kumi wu ye no. Oh, we have Honorable Akwatia who join us. Honorable, thanks for the gift. If you want to come up, just signal me here and I would send you a request if you want to. So we have Honorable Akwatia in there watching. Thank you so much. So NDC always likes to portray itself as though they are superior human beings and we were maybe made by some lesser gods. And that has been the way they operate ever since. And because we in the NPP most of the time, we allow some of these things, we are quiet, we trust in the laws of the land, we want to rather go to court instead of maybe causing chaos and all those things, I think, sir, it has gotten into the head of most of the NPP guys. When Ernest Kumi expired, in the hospital we say expired. When Ernest Kumi expired, it not even up to 1 week. Ernest Kumi, when he expired, not even up to 1 week. Remember that Ernest Kumi's death, it was first announced by we are told, my best friend, as a guy, how do you call him, Eric J. So the moment the information got to NDC for say, oh, Ernest Kumi is no more, young man who had suffered to pass law exams and was going to be called to the bar. Oh, yeah, because NDC 4 were on his case. Election Bakwa, this young man won. No, they dragged him to the Supreme Court. Thanks to all who are gifting. Target, thank you so much. They dragged the man to the Supreme Court to the extent there when the judgment finally came in favor of this guy. And you should go and look at the record of the court. What the lawyer, and what they said, not the lawyer for Ernest Kumi, the lawyer for the petitioner, said in court when the court had ruled in favor of Ernest Kumi. It was for that matter that many people felt, say, that aspiration of Ernest Kumi, there was much more to it. And Ukraine say during the, I think, 1 week celebration, when I said Nketia went there, the people did not take it kindly with him. When Ernest Kumi expired, within a week, they had sent national security to Akwatia. They had sent their posters. Some konamkoye posts, who say, how is the grounds? Look at the amount of money NDC use Akwatia by election. They did not care, say, they had overwhelming majority in parliament. They didn't care. They did not care, say, Ernest Kumi was a young man who had a whole life ahead of him. As for him, there, he's an animal or a koto enti. He does not deserve any respect. So for Accra Mayor to come and be telling NPP for say we should not contest Ayawaso Easter. Me, I would have been quiet if he just said NPP should not contest. But the reason he's giving us, I was story say as a sign of respect. Hey. Until when an NPP person aspires here, no respect. Is when NDC people aspire that there is respect. And yes, sir.
Voice me boyfriend me nana titi me ni so.
No, I mean, sometimes no omuka asem no so like I said they say it with confidence and courage. Say, oh, and these people when you want to go and answer them, say you know, now I'm check you IP address. Because Matikra say, menu a voice officer on crowd,
Omo tata ne pa.
And you see, what kind of let me hear from my brother Moses on this. Moses, good evening. How is Donald Trump doing? Okay, I think Moses is not available, so I can continue. I mean, we don't live in a nation.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, yes. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening to your listeners.
Good evening, my brother.
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head when you said they act like they are more human. You remember when they were contesting the Akwatia by-election?
Yeah.
Rashid Ibrahim Tango Computer, the fake PhD guy, said they will win the Akwatia by-election to honor Omani Buama.
Yeah.
Somebody died too.
Yeah.
Another person died, and you are saying that you win the seat to honor another person that died. So it means that Omani Buama was more human, or it's more human than Ernest Kumi. That was really the low aspect of the whole thing. It was really painful, but then the people made their choice.
Right.
So I think this by-election, let's contest it, even if we don't win. As I think was it Akwatia?
Yeah.
If we use that strategy, it will help us. And if we keep repeating,
what the
candidate
said was actually excellent. Yeah, I also like her strategy.
Yeah. Sometimes, do you know that one of our fallout in the parliamentary was the use of money to unseat incumbent MPs? Yeah, it's something that we should be very careful with.
Could be considered.
You know, DCEs, CEOs of government entities just use money to bully incumbent MPs and won the primaries.
Yeah.
If we don't stop that thing, we will have issues in future elections. We need to be very careful.
Right.
Because usually the people have their choice. And the delegates, because you can buy delegates and you have money, you can pay your way through, but it doesn't mean that you win the general elections.
Right.
So I think it's one of the things that we need to look at. I'm particularly happy that my preferred candidate for the presidential election, according to Musa Dankwa, 71% of NPP members preferred him over Kenya Japan. And I think that is a good thing. If the data was showing otherwise, I think it wouldn't worth it.
Right.
But you have a lot of struggle, because if you pay your way through with delegates and the masses do not like you, then you go and flop.
Right.
So I think one of the things we should be looking at is not to allow people that have gotten juicy appointments on the back of those MPs that have worked hard for the presidential elections to go back and kick them out in primaries and then lose to the other party in the general election. So I think it's something that we need to look at moving forward to 2028.
Thank you so much. That's my brother Moses in the USA. All right. Emmanuel, good evening. Ayawaso East. NDC is advising NPP say we should not contest out of respect for the memory of the expired MP. What do you think? 4 minutes. Oh, 1 hour I'm muting Emmanuel. Okay, Emmanuel, Niwa, that the boat. Good evening. Kindly unmute yourself if you are there, so we can proceed. Adam, me network near Jumana. I'm sure.
Oh,
okay, all right. So then that is that. So I mean, we have made our point, which is that if the party MPP decides not to contest, fair enough. I don't have a problem, because in as much as possible, Mami, you are welcome. In as much as possible, we want to trust that our executives will make the best decision, or will take the best decision in favor of our party, knowing ABIA finances and then our strength and all those things. However, Asema Ekwe is very important. One of the things our Ghanaians have shown us, and they say, when you repeat candidates, when someone keeps coming, at some point, either through sympathy or maybe through sympathy, or maybe knowing that person tends to get them to win the election. That is what we've seen over time. And if it's possible, the candidate that MPP presented a 2024 election, let's repeat him or her. Even if they don't win, it will give them another grounds for them towards 2028, which is a very brilliant idea. I know our stalwarts are here. Some of
voice. There's Sunday na papa ni wuye no. Oga Willimpo na share mami, so I immediately went online to check the voting dynamics as usual.
Yeah.
So me started in 1992. That is how come I made this observation. I will forward I'll me forward the amount of WhatsApp. So
sure.
NDC a repeat omo candidate because a hoyo mo stronghold no. They be a omo votes appreciate it.
Yeah.
The candidate omo repeat Ebia ne ho started say phone nipa na omo vote it form. What MPP has done is omo manipa way echo 2 times nipa ne nko biem. Enti the next year no be introducing new person no na vote na tiaba form. Na nipa na beko 2 times ebia no appreciate vote. Na MPP asan asesa no. So this person or contested in 2024 no. He was a new person. Tini vote eba from pa. And on say MPP because MPP for the do na antuaba in 2024 ntino. None the numbers enye. So I told Oga Willimpo say I don't think it's just because he's a new candidate, but because of it, a party maybe a setting in 2024. Enting and the votes near the war form. And NDC for incumbency advantage. This time around, they do not have that. They are bringing a whole new candidate to come and market. So MPP Nino an equal chance, even though a whole almost strong hold no, or bet me and they are maximizing the voter. The possibility say MPP for bet me at the seats no come 2028 no high. So this is not just a be a mere say me share that to me boy say started from 1992 and I may feel more and I mean say this is what has been happening. So MPP for we let's go into this election with an open mind. Say even if we are not winning the seat, we are increasing our votes.
Right. Thank you.